And Strath Curtis from Acorn Wealth. This is your executive summary for the 31st of August as we finish the month off and head into open range. Now, I come to you from the desk of our office here at Acorn with some exciting news for all of you who've been following us over the last few weeks and have been looking at the opportunity here to the downside. As you can see, S&P futures currently down 33.5 points. Dow futures down over 253 points. As you can see here, the Nikkei down 2.3%, and the Hang Seng, obviously in trading session now, down 0.94. So as a headline to lead us in, we're going to have a quick talk about now what is moving the markets as we head into, of course, tomorrow's trading. And for that, I will pass the mic over to Strath to start things off. Strath, Yahoo!
Yeah, really. We spoke last week not to get nervous with this rally. We thought it was a short squeeze, and that's what drove the market. We thought the market could conceivably hit between 1960 and 1980 on the S&P. It got up to 1988, which is only an 8-point overshoot, which is nothing in a market like this.
Pretty much bang on, yeah.
Well, they kind of held the market up on Friday. It dipped early this morning, but they held it up all day, so more shorts got squeezed. The talking heads were saying that the market, the economy is in good shape in the U.S., and the difficulties in Asia aren't going to affect the U.S. economy. I noticed a couple of banks and brokerage houses predicted that the S&P would finish the year over 2,300. Goldman Sachs are predicting 2,100 or 2,150 by year's end. But we've been saying because of what is happening in Asia, it's going to affect every economy around the world. Now, I'll just give you some stark figures to give you some idea of the scope of the problem that the markets are facing. The China PMI finished at its lowest point for August in 3 years, 49.7. That's in contraction territory. But the news from around Asia is even worse. South Korea reported that their exports for the month of August were down 14.7% year over year. That is a staggering number. Their imports were down 17.3%. So those economies are contracting at an unbelievable pace. And this is just the beginning of this. All of the other economies in Southeast Asia are going to experience worse than South Korea. South Korea are actually highly skilled producers and manufacturers, and they're very competitive. So when the numbers start hitting for the other economies, it is going to be brutal. So our feeling is that the puts that you have on in the stocks that we've highlighted from time to time during the past month, be patient with those. This market, we feel, is headed for another long leg down, which will take it to the lows of last week. Now, what is going to happen in the put market is that now everybody's going to be scrambling to buy puts, and the premium that's demanded by the sellers of puts is going to skyrocket. So even if the market just goes down to the previous 1870, or if it drops below it, the premiums that are demanded could double or triple. And just that very fact alone is going to give you an enormous profit on the puts that you already have in place. So we would suggest that you be patient with those and just let this market run its course. We've got a long way to go yet. Tomorrow is going to be a dramatic day in the markets, and I expect that the rest of the week will probably give us more of the same. And on Friday, we get the jobs report, and I don't. That may affect the market for an hour or an hour and a half, and then they'll forget all about it. It'd be like it never even happened. So just hang tight. We're in for an exciting ride here, and hopefully we're all going to make a lot of money. So that's all I have to say on the matter.
Well, I'm in unison. I'm holding about a third of my portfolio is all inputs, ranging from Las Vegas Sands, Capital One, you know, a wide range of those. So this should be a lot of fun. Now, and hopefully very profitable. Some of the stocks that I will mention to keep an eye out for tomorrow. GWRE reports earnings after market. Ambarella, you can see this spiked up today and sold off on GWRE. Ambarella reports after market tomorrow. AMBA. We're going to be keeping an eye on those. We don't have open positions, or I don't have open positions in either of those yet, but we'll be keeping an eye on it. However, some of the ones that obviously we sent out alerts on last week, I mentioned last week that Zoe's was reporting after market. I bought puts in this, and this was down before the market started to pull away. It was already down 6% today, and this is going to be subject to potentially a nice big drop. I've got September $30 puts on this. Of course, Splunk also we sent out last week, at the end of last week, and you can see that rallied up on good earnings and has sold off and lost all its ground there. This could be susceptible to a nice big drop. So those are some of those recent calls. Splunk, I hold September $60 puts on that. Of course, Hog, also one of the ones we mentioned last week. Hog, I have $40 January puts, and also January $50 puts. Hog, also quite exciting. That's turned around right under resistance. Hope to see that drop to at least 51. All of these ones from last week that we sent out. PKG, also one from last week. I own $57.50 January puts on this, as well as $40 puts January as well, just for full disclosure reasons. I own puts those positions on this one. That looks like it's set to pull back. Again, it's rallying up. The condensing range on these candles, as we talked about this morning, that's looking exciting as well. In terms of stocks to watch, these are the two favorites. Now, problem is going to be is whether there's an opportunity to get into these. But the CMI Cummins, right underneath its resistance, rallied straight into that, kind of at that perfect possible test from beneath there. That could just go straight down from here. And the other one was a CMI, and the other one is AKAM. This one right underneath resistance. You can see it's rallied straight into that. That's also kind of at a technically beautiful point. There's that trend line. Now, I'm a little nervous of the downward channel, so I would be hesitant. I'd be looking to take profits around the $63 level, but that looks like it'll have a leg down potentially there. And the last one on our watch list is LUV, Southwest Airlines. Now, this is one we haven't talked about before, but what are your thoughts here about Southwest and the airline strat?
I have no opinion. I've watched the airlines, but I'm just I just don't have a feel for them either way.
Now, do you think, however, the airlines could be affected negatively with with oil skyrocketing to almost $50?
Well, that was just a squeeze
Yeah.
on the shorts in oil, and oil's going to sell right off again, or I expect it to get down around $40 again.
Okay. All right. Well, either way, this is going to be a beautiful time. And one last one, I guess, is one of the ones we sent out in the text message alerts as well, was DATA. I mentioned taking a short position in that last week also on Friday, and this one is dropping nicely as well. You can see the money flow dropping straight down. So this could be a decent drop from a very long run, and that hopefully should do very well also. Just bringing that up on the screen. There's DATA. And so, yeah, so that is your executive summary. Lots going on, and very, very exciting. So do make sure that you stay tuned, and we will see many of you in Trading Room tomorrow. If you are not a member of our Trading Room, you are missing the golden years right now. This is the time to be in it. If you're not a member, I'd seriously consider giving it a try. For $9, acornwealthcorp.com/fly. acornwealthcorp.com/fly, FLY. And we have an hour-long show every Tuesday, Thursday afternoon. Tomorrow should be very important at 4 p.m. Pacific. So if you're not a gold member, don't miss out. Simply try it for $9 for a full month, and have these types of alerts every day. With that, we'll finish for the night. Have a wonderful evening, and happy trading.
Good night, everyone.